So recently I've been listening to this guy called Alex Hormozy. You probably heard of him, he's quite massive on YouTube. And initially I wasn't really, I mean, this is me without even knowing who the guy was or like watching anything. I didn't really want to listen to him because his name was kind of like everywhere. So I just thought he was just one of them other financial kind of YouTubers, like that won't really get to the point and that kind of like say the same things, whatever, and yeah, and like the level of trust, I guess, when it comes to these kind of YouTubers was low for me, but I was very wrong. And I started listening to his content, and like, he's just super, super real, gets to the point, and I really kind of recommend for those people that want to take like their financial selves to another level, slash opening up those who are kind of entrepreneurs that want to open up their own businesses, whatever, to go watch him, to go listen to him. I think he's actually incredible. Like the I've only watched a few videos so far, but like I've learned so much, and the way he teaches, the way he explains things and goes into so much level of detail. Like it feels like you should be paying to watch them stuff. Like it's the level of the ROI between watching him and watching anyone else in that space is unmatched. He's genuinely that good, and yeah, and honestly, he's had a positive impact. I mean, I've only been watching him for like the last 2 days, but he's already had a much more positive impact than any of the others, and I've taken away so many great lessons from the guy. So I really urge to go watch him. I also think I'm gonna get his books because normally I'm a bit skeptical buying books of influencers just because I don't know if I can. I mean, they're there to sell you the book, right? So I don't know if I can really trust the value given, but because Alex has already given like insane amount of value through videos, I'm more than happy to read, and I really want to read, so I might buy both his books and get started on those two. I've also got a long plane ride ahead, so um, that'll be nice to go just read that. I think that'll be really good. But I need to find a place where I can buy these books because the bookshops near me, they don't really sell them. I went in and was like, oh, we don't really sell many finance books. It's not really that popular. It's like, fair enough. So I'm gonna have to go in or probably order it on Amazon, basically, yeah. But anyway, one of the biggest things which I really I really needed to be answered was just like what I should be doing. Because I felt really lost about what I should be doing. Like, I was trying out different things. I was trying out to do investing. I was trying out, just opening business here and there. Like, but then I kind of like stop and start, or like trying to do multiple things at once because just genuinely didn't know what to do. And it's a big question. And I think because I didn't know what to do and I want to try everything, it really was limiting me. If that makes sense. Basically, after leaving university and trying to figure out, like, I definitely know I want to go down more of an entrepreneurial path, and but I just didn't know where to begin. And I mean, it's still kind of a roadblock, but Alex has already made it very clear, and just kind of taken it off my mind. To be honest, answered the question, and that is basically, I'll link the video below in the descriptions. I'd definitely go recommend to go watch that because that's how he explained it. The analogy he used was really good. But essentially, what it is do not diversify yet, meaning do not go and do many things at the same time. I was trying to do like, obviously, I've got YouTube on the side, I've got my main job, and those two are like my key pillars, right? They're the biggest thing, they're the things I really like doing, and I'm happy to put my time into them. But then I've got things like I tried to I saw like, for example, there was opportunities within the drop shipping niche. There was opportunities within other small kind of like SMMA, other kind of business models to explore. And all of these, like, there were so many people in the SMMA space talking about that. And SMMA, by the way, means social media marketing agencies, and you'd see there's a completely different niche on YouTube for that. I think it's a really cool concept, but obviously it requires a lot of time and effort up front. Same thing with dropshipping, same thing with all the other business models. And I really wanted to like get a piece of each of the pies without even understanding how to build my own pie, if that makes sense. Like I couldn't make a whole thing. I'd only have small bits and pieces from each, but it wasn't actually fulfilling, right? So I watched a video of an Alex Armozy, and he really explained that. Like I wasn't even expecting that question to be answered. He just explained it, and this is a question that's been on my mind for so long, and consistently on my mind. And the way he explained it was, watch the video, but he had several cups and not one cup, and he filled like, I think it was like juice, it was blue, up to little bits of the juice up to each cup. And it signifies that you're not really growing, you're not really, for a business to take off, you need to accumulate that cup until it spills. And once it starts spilling, then you can start diversifying, you can start putting it into smaller cups. But at that point, I had like a few milliliters of juice for each cup. I wasn't going anywhere, right? Because I wasn't putting my time and attention. And if you look at the people that have been really successful in the business that they've made, is that when they initially kicked off, when they initially started, they went all in on one thing and one thing only, because that's how they create the spilling effect. Then once they've established themselves and gotten rich, that is when they've started to spill and diversify their options. And that's how they create wealth and opportunity. So the key point is to start with one thing, like a handful of things where you can manage, and go all out on those. And then once spilling takes place, you can start diversifying. For me, I was thinking the other way around. I was thinking, let's diversify to as many options as possible. And unfortunately, this advice has been around on the internet before, and that's why I've taken it. Because a lot of people have said, if you don't know what to do, try do everything until you find something. But realistically, that didn't work for me. I already knew like things like YouTube, were things that I really wanted to do, but also things like my job, but also maybe like one more kind of business entrepreneur thing that I can do on the side. Just hone in on like a minority of things and just go all out on them. But yeah, I hope this answers someone else's question, because this was a key thing for me. If you also feel like you're kind of lost and you don't know where to begin, choose one thing, do your research, understand the space, watch that video. Before you even do your research, watch that video, I'll link it below, and then take action, but make sure that you commit to it. Good luck.